I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
I'd imagine that you're a bit like me when you get the vehicle to yourself and you pop on a tune.
It has been known.
I suppose the big question is, what tunes are you popping on?
It's a good question, isn't it? Getting the tunes right can be tricky. It depends on many varied factors. Your mood, sort of journey, the length of the journey, the car in some occasions.
Yeah. I can see that, yes.
It was very easy with the Tesla because it's just online and linked to Spotify. You can call up anything you want at any point. And you've got all the Spotify playlists and everything is just at your fingertips. You didn't really have to prepare. Whereas in other cars, certainly in days gone by, you had to prepare a little bit more because certainly, in the good old days, you perhaps even had to burn a CD.
I think
into the car with you. So
I think if we go back far enough to first cars, we would have had to record a cassette.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, indeed. First car certainly had a cassette player. I think the second car may have had a CD player, but I'm not entirely sure of that. But certainly the third car did.
Okay.
So, yes, car number one was definitely a cassette player. No question about it. The Mark IV Escort, yes, that never had a CD player.
No, not at all.
No,
we are spoilt nowadays because
it's very easy now, isn't it, with the connected world? I mean, even in a car that doesn't have the features that the Tesla had, you've got your phone, which you can probably Bluetooth to something, or at very least plug into an auxiliary port.
That's it. Yes,
and you've got Spotify or Apple Music or whatever your preferred flavor is, and you're away. You can kind of call up, even by voice commands, you can call up pretty much anything you want at any point, can't you? So
you can indeed.
It's easier than it used to be, certainly.
It is. I mean, for instance, now my driving songs reside in a Spotify playlist. And they're
good.
They're a go-to set of treats. They fit most occasions.
I have a number of Apple Music playlists which I've sort of built over the years, which are sort of themed for different things. Like I've got a TV themes one and stuff like that. So I have much the same. It's you're not having to filter it down to 12 tracks to fit on a CD, which then takes an hour to burn. That was halcyon days.
Oh yes. Yes, I do remember those.
Yes. Now I've got a long trip tomorrow. I've really got to think about this.
I should have bought shares in blank CDs.
Oh, stacks of them.
Honestly, it got ridiculous.
Well, especially the number that used to go wrong, certainly in the early days. CD writers were pretty dodgy when they first came out.
Yes, they were a little iffy.
Yes. Every other one you'd turn into a coaster.
Yes, it was worth spending a couple of quid on a half-decent disc because the cheap ones just flaked away and that was it.
That was it, and they just break everything you put them in.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's true. We've come a long way in technology terms, but as for the choice of tracks, yes, I used to have and still do have some go-tos. Yeah.
Do you want to start us off and read off a few of your favourites?
Oh, I feel like Keith Chegwin. Not like that.
Oh no, we can't. Not 70s DJs. Oh shit.
Oh no, I've crashed the podcast again.
Oh no. Right, no, quickly, songs. Come on.
In at number 9.
Oh dear.
No, I'll do it I'll do it. Yeah, be fine. I'm starting at the top of my list. I've got some classic tracks. I'm starting with the Eagles.
Okay, good start, really.
Yeah, starting with the Eagles. Take It Easy.
Yeah. It's a nice cruise for that song.
It is. That's a cruising one. Certainly, it's a classic, and it's Eagles just feels right in the car.
Yeah.
You could pick any of their tracks, to be honest, and you'd be fairly safe.
Yeah, you would be. I suppose you could, like you were saying, what sort of journey would it be for? That's road trip.
That is road trip. A lot of these are. Yeah, that is road trip. That's you're cruising on a dual carriageway or a motorway with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, obviously we're in England, so we're not exactly cruising route whatever it is.
66, I believe, is the one they like so much. Yeah,
I was going to say Route 69, but that's
no. That's something different. Different podcast.
Route 66. Yes. Yeah, we're not cruising in a Cadillac on Route 66, I'm afraid. Well, not unless we go on holiday. Add that to the list.
Yeah.
But there's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford. It's just there, isn't it? You can't go wrong. You
can't. I mean, it's something you're not going to experience here, but you can imagine it.
Oh yeah, it's one of those songs that in your mind, you become appreciably cooler just by listening to it.
But as we've discussed in previous episodes, visually, no different.
Oh no, it's only for you. It doesn't do anything for anybody else. No,
you still look ridiculous.
Yes, of course you do.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, I'm not claiming it makes you cooler. Just saying you might feel a little bit cooler.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Eagles road trip, perfect.
Started strong.
Yep, I like that. May I follow up with a bit of a? I mean, I wouldn't say one-hit wonder, but it's probably the one hit that they're best known for.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a few of those.
Which is, I suppose, it's not so much road trip. It's you could press on a bit to this song, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Not tear your face off, but you could probably the old foot might get a bit further down on the pedal, and that's Radar Love by Golden Earring.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the track you mean. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That's got a bit more. Yeah, like you say, your foot might get a bit heavier listening to that. Yeah.
Yes, I like that. That's one of those ones where you could think, oh, perhaps sun going down. Think, yeah, let's get a wriggle on.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's subconscious, isn't it? Because I've been driving all night with hands wet on the wheel, isn't it? It's
absolutely ridiculous lyric. What on earth does that mean?
Yes. What are they wet with?
Your roof leaks. That's what's going on there. Yes.
Have you had a spillage? A coffee incident? Or
been in there a while, have you? And you should have pulled over a bit sooner. Not sure what's going on there. Yes.
Big sneeze?
Yeah, it could be. These are hazards to the long distance driver. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
It could be a sneeze, couldn't it? Because if the sun's going down and it's just catching you below the sun visor where you can't block it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there. And you got to try and sneeze with your eyes open, which is going everywhere.
Well, we've discussed
everywhere.
That. Yeah.
We have.
I mean, I suppose the oddness of the lyrics is perhaps because they're writing in English, which isn't their native language.
Oh, that's a fair point.
They were Dutch, weren't they?
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
yes, it could be something's been lost in translation there. Yeah,
perhaps. And you got to think from that perspective. If I were writing a song, I think if I were doing a Dutch song, it would come out a bit shit.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I can't even pin down a single word, I'm afraid. So
have a bit of a smoke. And yes,
smoking a pancake. Yeah. Yes, and all the other Dutch stereotypes along with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very good.
We could spend hours on that, but let's not.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one I quite. That's always in there. That's a consistent entry on the playlist. That one.
Yeah, I believe, if I remember far enough back, that was on Top Gear's list of driving songs back in the day.
Oh, of course they did that, didn't they? Was it top 5 that they whittled it down to?
And it wasn't many. Yeah,
and then was it a vote for number 1 from the public?
Yes, I think it was. And they chose. Was it Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell?
I honestly can't remember, but if it was Meatloaf that won, I'm going to be very upset.
I think they were very upset at the time. I think everybody was very annoyed that That was number one. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Meatloaf does not feature on my list.
nor mine.
No.
All right, so we'll we've joined in unison there with a mutual dislike for a bit of Meatloaf there. Well, not
Meatloaf,
it's
yeah.
just doesn't do anything for me.
No, not at all. No.
The only time I tell you what, the only time I've ever found him moderately entertaining was when he played the villain in 51st State. I thought he was quite comedic in that.
Blimey, that's very specific.
Yes.
Yes. I am not familiar with that, but
that was from quite a while back.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
That was when Samuel L. Jackson popped over to do a British film.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I seem to remember something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Look it up. It is worth a chuckle.
I will. Yeah.
We digress.
We do a bit. Let's not dwell on Meatloaf.
No.
I'm sticking with the classic kind of cruising tracks here, as my first few are Jackson Browne, Running on Empty.
Oh, there you go.
There we are. You see?
Yeah, this is all very relevant stuff. I like that.
Yeah, that just gets you in the mood. That one.
I haven't heard that in a long time, actually. Very good.
No. Yeah,
I might pop that in the Spotify now. Actually,
you just have a bit of that in the background while we're talking. Yes.
Well, I just think no. If you come up with suggestions, they may. I'm going to stick them on my playlist for the next time I'm out in the vehicle.
I'd be flattered. Yes, it's so good. You're going to add it to the playlist.
Yes. Yeah. No, if you come up with a genuine contender, it will get amended. Oh yes.
Oh, very good. Well, there we are then. Well, that's my next. It's just a good. Again, it's just got the right beat and it's right.
Yeah, spot on.
Mm.
Yeah, good stuff. I suppose my next one, I'm reading these out in the Spotify order, which is chosen entirely at random, which is nice. Is a bit of a cliche, I suppose, and it's particularly being a guitar player, if you were to play this on the guitar, you do run the risk of being beaten with said instrument. And that's Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple.
Classic choice. Yes, classic choice. Yeah.
Now that is for when you're pushing on. That's not a sedate song, that one.
No, it's not, is it? No, that's got a bit more meat to it, that one. Yes. Very good. That's not on my list. I kind of wish now it was.
Oh, there you go, boy. You have an subscription service, so maybe you should amend.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, absolutely. Perhaps we should add that one in. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, again, it's a classic, isn't it?
It is, and it works. Lyrically, it's good. Nice riff. If you ignore the overplayed connotations of it.
It's one of those tracks, isn't it?
It is, and I do my best to avoid it unless it's being played from this list. Like if it crops up anywhere else, I will skip it.
Really,
I save it for the driving occasion only.
That's probably fair.
Go on then. What have you got for me?
My next choice is actually from two movies.
Okay.
Same track was used in two different movies. Bobby Womack, Across 110th Street.
Now that is nice.
Which is used in Across 110th Street, but it's also used in one of my all-time favourite movies, Jackie Brown.
Anything Tarantino related has got a strong soundtrack.
Quite. The Jackie Brown soundtrack, actually, in its entirety, is a really good driving album. It's a number of strong tracks on there.
It's sort of heavily influenced by funk and soul. Very good.
Yeah, it is.
Craig Charles would approve.
Yes, he would, wouldn't he? He'd get all funky and soul-y on that. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, he would. All right, kid. Yes.
Yeah, bit of that, yeah.
Yeah, be all over that. Yes. Now, Across 110th Street's just got a really good vibe to it.
Again, nice cruising track, that one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, really? And it is in the movie. It's I think it plays across the film's closing credits, if I'm not very much mistaken.
It's been a while, but that does sound right. Yes.
Yeah, where she's Pam Grier's driving the Mercedes SL.
Yes, that does sound entirely correct.
Yeah, it's a great track.
Excellent choice. You've done well.
Yes, and from the movie Across 110th Street, which of course starred Yaphet Kotto.
Of course it did.
Went on to play the villain in Live and Let Die.
Well, yep.
In fact, that was his next movie. After Across 110th Street, he did Live and Let Die.
Oh, and he did
So
it
there we
very
go.
well.
Little Bond knowledge there.
Oh, I get the feeling some of these songs we're going to get a few Bond references en route.
Oh, do you reckon?
I can see one on my list already, so I'm very pleased.
Very good.
Yes. Well, that brings us neatly on to one that's quite the classic track, and is heavily influenced by film.
Oh, very good. Well, we like that. I like it when that happens.
Yes, and no matter when this comes on, you will never be as cool as the gentleman in the film, I'm afraid.
Well, I think we've well established that. Yes.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, not even remotely close ever at all. But that's because it's On Days Like These by Matt Monro.
Oh, of course. I can't believe that's not on my list.
Oh,
I'm really annoyed now. Of course. Of course. Yes. The opening sequence from The Italian Job. What better drive? That is possibly one of the ultimate driving songs.
Yes, you will never be as cool as Mr. Becker driving a Lamborghini Miura in the Alps.
You won't. But whatever you are driving and wherever you are in a Miura in the Alps when listening to that song.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is a good one. That's absolutely brilliant. Yes, just brilliant.
Yes.
You can't go wrong with that. It's got it all, isn't it?
No, this is it. And I suppose we've got a nice tenuous Bond link there from Russia with Love.
Matt Monro from Russia with Love. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That wasn't the one I referred to a moment ago, so that's good.
No, very good. No, absolutely. Yeah, you've gone in hard there. That's
Oh, terribly sorry.
Sorry, that's brilliant. Yes, that's brilliant.
Good. Yeah, go on then. Pop that on your list, and away you go.
I'm going to have to now. Yeah, that's going to have to go at the end here. Yes, that's absolutely tremendous. Yes. I can't believe I didn't choose that. Maybe I thought it was too obvious. I don't know.
Oh, I don't care if that one's obvious. I like that.
There's no such thing as too obvious on this list, I'm afraid.
No,
absolutely.
No, we've had Deep Purple, and that I think we're probably fine.
Yeah, we probably are. I'm going in a slightly different direction with this next one. This is, a little bit slower. This is, again, a bit more of a cruising track, I suppose. Bob James, Angela, which people may know, people of a certain age may know better as the theme from Taxi.
Yeah, it was indeed. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
Like you say, that's a gentle and lumber, that one.
It's really a bit more gentle, that one. Yes, absolutely. You're not. Yeah. That's not any good for a bit of a thrash. That's a bit slower, but nevertheless, I think it works.
No, I think you're right. Yep. I don't.
Much as the Matt Monro track transports you into a Lamborghini Miura, going up through the Alps, this one transports you into a checkered cab going across Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, but equally as symbolic, I'd say.
Oh, it's not quite the same, I grant you, but I think so. It's still a classic image.
Yes. It is. It's an impressive place to be driving a vehicle. So yeah,
I think so. And it's a classic vehicle, the checkered cab.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Come on.
Yeah. No arguments from me on that one.
Yeah, really like that. Yeah, really like that.
Next one for me is a bit more. It's slightly more upbeat in terms of tempo, and that's again, it's a bit cheesy, but well, we've ticking all those off as we go. Anyway, Mustang Sally,
very good.
Particularly the Commitments version.
Oh, okay, yes, because there are several different versions of that. Yeah,
It's a bit more rocky. There's a bit more guitar, so that appeals for me. I know it's cheese and it's one of those things, but a bit like the Smoke on the Water, it's not
yeah.
something I go to outside of the arena of driving a car.
No, you got to be careful with that, haven't you?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. You could go a bit wrong with that. Yeah,
Yeah, because you run the risk of sounding like a wedding DJ or something like that.
you, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look.
Mm.
No, don't do that.
No,
No,
I'll do my best to avoid.
specifically the commitments version.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
I quite like that. Yeah, that version particularly appeals for me.
Yeah, very good.
Mm.
Yes, I think I could get on board with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah.
right.
Again, it's classic, isn't it? It's
It
classic.
is. That's the main reason why it's there. It's a cheerful song for a bit of a spirited drive, isn't it? So
It is quite spirited, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, I think you can. I think we can allow that in. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's all right then. Thank
Yes. I think
you.
so. I think so. My next one's a bit spirited as well.
Go on then.
Brian Adams, "Run to You."
You see, we're going to run into issues here with me.
Are we?
I do struggle with the Brian Adams.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But I do get why you've picked that particular song.
Yes, I wouldn't put myself down as a massive Brian Adams fan, but that particular track, I think, again, in the right situation, I think that could work.
Yeah, I think some listeners may call me out for being particularly venomous about him in the past.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. That's I'm going to predict some some comments.
Predict some issues there.
Yeah, I'm going to just tiptoe around the Brian Adams issue there, but I totally understand why you've selected that.
Yes, I think. Yes, I think it's appropriate.
Okay. Well, no, and like I said, I do get what you think and why you've chosen. So I will accept that, but I will not be adding that to my list.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh,
No
dear.
one says you have to.
No, that's it. That's fine. No, we won't get drawn into a music debate. It's absolutely fine. Oh.
Okay. Hit me with
Right.
your rhythm stick.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
not
d-
a choice. That's not my
no.
next one. No.
No one has driven a car gleefully listening to that, I don't think.
I wouldn't have thought so. No.
No, that's not one for me. No, my next one is an offering from JK and Jamiroquai.
Oh,
And it's one we spoke about from our music videos. It's White Knuckle Ride.
yes, of course.
More so, I don't have Cosmic Girl on it, but I have White Knuckle Ride because I think it's a more of a driving song. I think it's specifically about driving.
Yes. Well, yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Really?
Yes, and to be honest, when that album came out that featured the track, I put it on my driving songs list before the music video had even been released. So I wasn't influenced by that. I thought it was a good driving song prior to the video being released.
Prior to the video, yes.
And it having a Carrera RS 2.7 in it. Oh.
Force is strong with that one for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
it's a good choice. Yeah, it's got a good. Yeah, that I can see why you've chosen that. Yeah, that's a good kind of funky. But yeah, I like. Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's Watch the Speedo on that one.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that could go a bit wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that's good. That's a very good choice.
Good.
Yes, I would have that on my list. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Happy days. Go on then.
Yeah.
What have you got for me?
I've got one of those bands that very rarely gets mentioned, but unfairly forgotten, I would say. Supertramp, and I have chosen "Take the Long Way Home."
A brilliant song.
Absolutely.
Got a lot of time for a bit of Supertramp
from their album "Breakfast in America," which is a really strong album.
Yeah, and exactly like you say, it's something that a band that doesn't come up very often these days.
No, they don't, do they? Which is a shame. I remember my dad had breakfast in America on vinyl, and I remember the cover art is absolute genius. It's the New York skyline made out of things you would find on a breakfast table.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna look.
absolutely brilliant.
I'm
And
looking it up.
the Statue of Liberty is a waitress with a menu and a plate with a glass of orange juice on.
Oh, there it is. Yep, I've
Look
called
at it;
up.
it's absolutely brilliant. And I remember it's one of you remember that from my childhood, looking at that and thinking how brilliant it was.
Yeah, I like that. Mm.
Um,
Yep, that one's going
really,
on.
really, is it?
Yep.
Right. I like that. I like me. Again, there are several tracks I could have chosen from them, but I went with "Take the Long Way Home."
Yep, good
That worked.
selection. I'm having it.
Having that, very good.
Yep. Yeah, stolen that away. Yeah, I approve. I'm just going to keep the cliches rolling. And no driving playlist is complete without Jessica by the Allman Brothers.
Yes, that I do have on my list. Yeah, of course, Top Gear.
Yep. And I very much, I always have the original version because it just sounds better. And it makes you think of old Top Gear.
It does make you think of old Top Gear. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. That's really good. I like that. Yes.
Yes, I suppose we could have almost taken that one as read, couldn't we?
Could have put perhaps that should even have been a joint number one. Yes. Yeah. That belongs on any driving song list, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Go on then. That needs no further discussion, really, does it? So
Doesn't really, and anyone not familiar with it needs to go and look it up and just sort themselves out. Really.
Surely most of the planet has watched Top Gear by now, haven't they?
You'd have thought, but maybe there's someone in the jungle somewhere who listens to our podcast who hasn't. But anyway,
well, that's it. Well, I'm glad to be of service.
Oh, absolutely. This is a service that we are providing here. Okay, this one I'm certain you're going to agree with. The Cult, She Sells Sanctuary.
You see that's on my list. That one.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, we're there.
That's on there for various reasons, actually.
Yes. I'm not surprised.
not only is it a good driving song in its own right, I think. We've obviously got the layer cake element.
It's on the Layer Cake soundtrack, yes.
For me, it's the soundtrack for Radio Le Mans as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes, they use Seashell's Sanctuary as their bit of an intro song, and it's just synonymous for me with cars going fast.
Yes. Yes, I can understand that. Yeah, absolutely. And it is, isn't it? I mean, you are going to speed up when that comes on. Yes. No question about it. Yeah.
No, not at all. And yeah, it's good. Yeah. That's. I'm not surprised that you came up with that as well. I am very pleased.
Good.
I like that. I'll tell you what. Should we tie in nicely as it's the same artist?
Oh.
The Cult again, and the song "Painted on My Heart."
Okay.
And the big reason that I associate that with being a driving song is that it was in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Of course. Yes, I was just trying to think.
It starts playing. It's only. I mean, I've got the soundtrack, which is where I know the song from best. But in the film, it starts playing as they pull out of the driveway from stealing the Diablo.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Very good. There are some good tracks on that album. Yes.
So I thought.
Yes, that's very good. I wondered if is London Calling one of theirs?
London Calling is the Clash.
Clash. Sorry. Yes. Okay. That might appear in my list a bit later on.
It might appear on mine. You never know.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm saying nothing.
No, fair enough.
So yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
We are we're heading in much the same area here, I think. Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way.
Oh, it's a good one.
Strong.
Yeah, got a lot of time for Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, I have.
Very good band.
Yes.
And Lindsey Buckingham, what a tremendous guitarist as well. Underrated, I'd say.
Yes. It's there's a lot going on there, isn't there? I got a lot of time for Fleetwood Mac. Yeah.
But yes, Go Your Own Way. Perfect.
Yeah. I think they're just nothing else to say really, is there? It just works on every level.
No, absolutely brilliant. Shall we continue on the theme of the artist? And no driving playlist would be complete without a bit of Fleetwood Mac and The Chain.
Yeah, because there are many tracks of theirs you could choose.
But still, to this day, I know that the BBC don't broadcast Formula One on television, but they do broadcast the radio, and they still use The Chain as the intro music, as they have always done.
Very good.
Yes, I like that. And as soon as you hear that riff on the bass, you just think, well, that's it. It's Sunday afternoon, and I'm a kid again, and it's Murray Walker, and it's all about to kick off.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's just, yes, for anyone who grew up in Britain, that's going to mean something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of those things, even as a kid, if you don't know what that song is, you're going to go, oh, that's the Formula One music.
Yes. Yeah, it's almost more famous for that than it is.
It's weird, isn't it? But yes, that's I can't help but get excited with that, and that's always on there, and that's foot down.
Foot down stuff, that one.
Yeah, that is
absolutely. Yeah. That's a good choice. That's a very good choice. Yeah, that's classic.
Good stuff. Yes. So that was a nice little tie up there. What have you got for me?
Well, I got something a bit more unusual here. I don't know if you're going to know this. I don't even know if you're going to know the artist, let alone the individual track. Yeah.
Go on then. Start me with an artist and we'll go from there.
The artist is Stephen Bishop.
No idea.
No idea. Okay. No. Okay. Worth checking out. He's done quite a lot of movie stuff. He did the music for my track I'm going to choose is not from this, but he did the music from Tootsie, the Dustin Hoffman movie.
Yeah.
He did a number of movies. This particular track, Somewhere in Between, is from the Jack Lemmon movie, The China Syndrome.
Okay,
And it's used at the beginning of the film. It's actually used over a driving sequence. And I just really like it. It's got a good beat. It's very kind of 70s and it just works for me.
Okay, I've noted it down.
Yeah, go and have a listen.
I will. I'm going to go and have a look for that because that's
Stephen Bishop, Somewhere in Between. Again, it's on the soundtrack for the China Syndrome, which is a brilliant movie. If no one has seen it, I'd absolutely go and watch it.
It's a good recommendation, and I'm going to take you up on it because I've not seen it since. Oh my goodness me! I certainly wasn't a married man when I last saw it.
Right, it's a very unusual movie for Jack Lemmon. It was quite dark. Also stars Jane Fonda, and I believe it was Michael Douglas's first film.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it was. I think that certainly was his debut. Yeah,
I think that fits timing wise, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Late 70s when he was just getting going. And he's very much the sort of third star in it. He's not the star. That's clearly Jack Lemmon. But it's a really good movie. But this track, which is used at the beginning of the film, it's good foot tapping stuff. Check it out. I certainly would feature on any driving list of mine. Yes.
Okay, well, it has been scribbled down, and I will go and search it out. Right, I think I should issue a warning at this point. I have poured whiskey.
Oh dear! Oh my! Okay, we're going hardcore here.
We are. We've started.
I'm still on red wine, so we're all
Okay.
right at this end.
Yeah. Right. So, coincide with the extreme booze. One of my one of my absolute favourites in general, because it's just a brilliant track from a brilliant band. Need we say more? Because it's
The name of the track probably would help.
well, yes, you'll understand completely because taken from us far too young was Mark Bolan and T-Rex.
Oh, okay.
20th Century Boy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting. I can see why you've chosen that. Yeah.
I've got a lot of time for T-Rex.
Yes.
I genuinely think, as particularly Mr. Bolan himself, I just think just woefully underappreciated. I think perhaps a little bit forgotten these days.
It's a classic track, isn't it? That one. It's a very classic track.
Yeah, really, really good band. Really good track.
Yeah, I think in the right for the right drive, that could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be taking the roundabouts a bit quick if that's on.
You might be, and I mean, just a word of warning. I mean, with the incident that he had, just be careful if you're in a classic mini. Don't do anything silly. Not much for crumple zone.
I'm going back to a movie for this one.
Good.
And it's one you will absolutely be familiar with. In fact, my next two tracks are from the same movie.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Glenn Frey, The Heat Is On. From Beverly Hills Cop.
That's from many movies, but yes, definitely in Beverly Hills
Cop. It is
Cop,
from many movies, but I believe it was originally from Beverly Hills Cop. Yes, I believe that was its first appearance.
It's also featured in Alan Partridge as well. Less glamorous at that point.
Yes, not quite the same. No.
No. Pyrotechnics. Yeah.
Full beam. Yes. Anyone who hasn't seen that won't have a clue what we're talking about now.
No, that's just going to sound odd if they've got no context there. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's just going to sound weird. But if I may do two together because they are from the same movie.
Oh yes, please go for
it. Bob Seger, Shakedown.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. Both from Beverly Hills Cop. The original. Yeah, you're probably speeding up a bit with those.
Definitely a bit of speeding up. Lovely. Just cracking tracks. Yeah. Perfect for behind the wheel.
Yes, I thought you'd like those.
Yes.
80s action there.
I'm going to bring it slightly more modern for this next one.
Okay.
It's not specifically car related. It's more of a personal choice, I think, and I've always found driving to it quite pleasant. And that's the Dandy Warhol's Bohemian Like You.
Oh, I can't. I can't think of that one.
When would that have been? Late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. It's just, I'd like to say, not specifically a driving song by any stretch in terms of content or anything like that.
No, well, that's all right. They don't have to be.
Just does the job.
I'm just going to pop that on to familiarise myself with it.
Pop that in your ears. Very good. Yeah, it's just one of those annoying things. We can't pop it in everyone's ears for copyright too.
We're not allowed to share, unfortunately. No. Which is a great shame.
Actually, what I will be doing is when this podcast is released in the notes on our website will feature links to all tracks.
I think that's good, so people can go and check this stuff out for themselves. Yes,
that's where
we can't add it to this podcast, unfortunately. But
we can't do that. We can't add it to the podcast, and I can't actually add the physical tracks to the website. But I can link over to YouTube for such treats.
Yes, so that would be nice, so people can check out what on earth we're banging on about. Yes,
yeah. So that's not an issue.
Yes, I can see absolutely why you'd chosen that. I'm familiar with it now. I didn't know what it was called.
Okay.
I know the track. I didn't know that was its name. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's got that kind of you could do to be in a muscle car for that, couldn't you, really?
Oh yeah, that would work quite nicely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Go on then. What you got for me?
Right. Slightly different feel to this one from that, but it's a classic, and I know you'll know it. Toto Africa.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're in full 80s mode there.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'd quite like to be cruising in my Mercedes SL at that point.
Oh, perfect.
Mm.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Probably white linen suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Some sunglasses.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Some
And you'll be
horrific tan lines. Yeah.
you'll be oh yeah. You'll be praising the rains down in Africa there with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Mm.
that's I love that.
Yeah.
You're never going to get an objection for an 80s track.
Oh, good, because I've got quite a lot of them.
Good stuff. Right. Let's have it. Right, we're going back in time again for this one.
Okay.
And one of my all-time favorite bands. And it's Creedence Clearwater Revival and
Mm.
Fortunate Son.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. I'm
All of the
familiar.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of the yeses for that. Yes, absolutely.
Now that is definitely a muscle car song.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, oh, absolutely. You've
You
got
could
the
quite
Mustang to go for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have your Mustang, you can have your Camaro, whatever you fancy. But
Yeah.
pop that on. I mean, that's a lot of their songs. I mean, The Fortunate Son, Traveling Band, Up Around the Bend. Oh, just
That's brilliant. Yeah, absolutely perfect. You're probably not going to go a lot faster with that because muscle cars aren't really about speed anyway.
no, it's about the theatre, isn't it? I suppose
It is.
a bit like their songs. It's proper, just American noise. There you go. So that fits on all counts. There, you got your
Lots of
music,
noise.
and you
Yeah.
got your muscle cars.
A lot of noise, but not a great deal of progress. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
For an American muscle car, certainly. Yeah.
No, I like that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, I like that. Right, you're going to know this next one as well.
I've got them.
And I think you're going to approve. This is not. Yeah, this is cruise. This isn't. You're not going to get the speed up with this one. Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Oh, well, there you go. Need we say
It's,
more?
it's just it, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. It's a brilliant track.
Yep.
There was a cover of it a little while ago, which was really good as well.
What was there?
There was by Jonas Blue.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, it's a really good version of it. So I would go with that or the original. They're both they're a bit different, but they're both good.
No, that's a perfect shout, actually.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
all over that.
Whatever's your choice there, really. But yeah, Fast Car, great track,
Hmm.
great track. Good for a cruise. That one.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself for not having that on the
Not
list
choosing
there.
that, yes,
Yeah, no,
like I was with Matt Monroe. It's like, well, how have I not put that on the list?
No, that's going on. Don't you worry.
Yeah, very good.
Yep, that's on there. Right. Okay. We are keeping it a bit retro, and I'm going to go for Buffalo Springfield and For What It's Worth. Now, it's one of those songs that you'll go, oh, is that what it's called?
Yes, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Let's fire this one up here.
That's a bit of a cruiser, that one, I'd say.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah, that is. Yes, absolutely. That's a cruiser. Yeah. Oh, it's classic.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
classic.
And you think that crops up in so many films.
Yeah, it does. It's been very heavily used, that, hasn't it?
I tell you what, it crops up in a really good one that these days actually gets a bit overlooked. And that's it's used in the intro, the really very well shot intro, actually, of Lord of War.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Nick Cage, the arms dealer one.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
One of his better films, actually. Really, really quite well done.
I'll have to check that out. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, please! I think you'd really enjoy that because it's set. Must start late 70s, early 80s, then goes through sort of arms dealing in and around the end of the Cold War and out the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I could see that being right up your street.
Yes, absolutely. That sounds good. Right. We'll check that out.
And
Yes, good choice.
And his overacting works for that. It's perfect for an arms
He doesn't
dealer.
overact, does he?
Just occasionally.
Just occasionally.
Yeah, just
Here
occasionally.
and
Don't worry about it. Go on then. What you got for me now?
Oh, you're going to love this one.
Good.
The Doobie Brothers Long Train Running.
Oh yeah.
Ah, you see. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Kind of captured the same vibe, really, there.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's good. I like that.
Yeah. I think so. Nothing to say about that, really. It's just cracking.
No. And as you mentioned, it happens to be the next one in the Spotify list. Actually, was London Calling by the Clash.
Ah, there we are. Right. Okay.
I
Yes.
thought we'd better tick it off, and we conveniently got to it. A, it's a good driving song, and B, it was in a Bond film.
It was in a Bond film. Yes. I mean, very briefly in Die Another Day.
It was, as he lands back in England, doesn't he?
He does. Here's a dirty little fact.
Go on then.
On the plane, the stewardess, if you know this, the stewardess who serves him his drink is played by Deborah Moore, Roger Moore's daughter.
I didn't know that. That's going in the memory bank, that one. Very good.
Yes.
That's a nice little touch, isn't it?
Cameo there. It's lovely, isn't it? Yes. That's the best thing about the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not many other gems in there, is it?
Not a lot, no. But yes, Deborah Moore appears in that. That's the same sequence where that track appears.
Yes.
There we go. Good choice, that one.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yeah, that'll make you put your foot down, that.
Yes, it will. Yes, absolutely it will. Yeah, you're possibly even going through a red light with that. Now then, I'm going back to some really strong 70s funk here.
Okay.
In fact, I believe this might be another Jackie Brown track. In fact, I'm sure it is. Yes, in fact, I know it is because I know I can picture the scene it's in. Randy Crawford, Street Life.
Oh, love it. Anything funk, soul, Motown, it just works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's just got that. It's just got just the right beat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes.
No arguments from me there.
Again, you could choose many Randy Crawford tracks.
Yeah, you could, but that one, I don't know. Just like you say, that just works, doesn't it?
Yeah, Street Life's a really good track. It's used in Jackie Brown, which is such. Again, that is another one of those. You could just put that album in, and every track on it is a good driving song.
Yeah, that's it. It comes up a lot in our household of late, actually, because we've had quite a lot of funk and soul on the go. And
Okay.
She said, "Are you older than you appear?" Like, all right.
Well, yeah, we know you are.
Don't call me granddad for nothing.
We know you're in your 70s. We know that already. Yes.
Just happened to have been born in the wrong era. It's fine. And so that's and it all just works. If you could,
it does.
Get yourself a 70s cruiser. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hire one, aren't we, for this? Yeah.
If we do, we'll put it on the YouTubes.
I think we should. Yeah, because we will look absolutely ridiculous.
Colossal tits.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Off the scale tittery.
We're gonna have to hide for a while afterwards.
Yeah. Oh dear. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, we'll have the time of our lives, and we're the ones paying the bill. So
yeah. That's it. No, we're winning.
Winning at life, as they say.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right. Okay.
Go for it.
Let's keep up. I'm going to go for a rock theme here.
Okay.
And a bit of Led Zepp.
Ooh.
And Kashmir.
Again, I bet this is one of those ones I just don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that'll most definitely be. Oh yeah, that riff.
Oh, that one. Yes. Let's find that here. Oh, there it is. I found it now. Yes.
There you go.
Right. Okay. Yes. I'm going to have a little bit of a listen. And
Going in.
I'm going in. This will be squirting in my ears any minute. Oh, it's that one.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Spot on.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a vibe there, haven't you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. You're going to pop that on, and away you go at speed.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you're going to have to watch those little flashy cameras with that. Yeah. As you would with my next one, I suspect.
Excellent.
Although I'm coming right up to date with this. Well, not right up to date. It's more modern, which is the Rascal Flats and Life is a Highway.
Yeah. You're going to get a wriggle on with that, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. From the movie Cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I haven't seen that in a while. Actually, that's
No.
good film.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's got a really good happy vibe to it. That one. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a proper windows down, playing it a bit too loud. That one.
Oh yeah, looked like a right
Yeah.
tip, but you're enjoying yourself. Yeah.
I think we need to take it as read now that whatever we're doing,
We're going to look like a tit.
yes,
Right, that's fine then.
Yes.
No issues there. Right, okay. Keeping it retro. Summer in the City by the Lovin' Spoonful.
Oh, yeah. I don't even need to look that up. Yeah,
Oh, you're fine on that one.
yeah, I know that one. Yeah, that's oh yeah.
Good driving
Yeah,
song.
remember that
And
one
used-
from my youth. Yeah.
And used in the intro of Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is in the opening sequence, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd
Okay.
forgotten about that. Yeah, and it suddenly stops with that massive explosion.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Somebody
nice.
had fun. Yes.
Yeah, strange accent, but it's fine.
Very odd. Yes.
He does look German, I'll give him that. They made him
He does,
look
doesn't
the
he?
part, yeah.
He looks more German than
Alan Rickman.
Yes. I always want to say Rick Mayall, but that's completely different.
That's not. I tell you what. I saw someone put a picture on Twitter the other day, actually, and they said, "Please, can we pay respect for the acting ability of Alan Rickman? Because there's that particular scene in Die Hard where the English actor Alan Rickman, playing a German, puts on an American accent.
Yes, he does.
I think that's there you go. Fair play.
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
It's quite a moment, that. Yeah. Where he's pretending to be one of the hostages. Yeah.
Best Christmas film ever.
Oh, we watch it every year.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Tower.
Yes, and
Nakatomi Plaza, sorry.
and we sent you that. I sent you that wonderful Ye Old England version of it.
It
Yippee-ki-yay, the fornicator of mothers.
Yes. Yeah, that was a work of genius. That.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes. Absolutely fantastic. Yes. Yeah, we do watch that every year. It's just it never gets old.
Yeah, no, I think everyone does, don't they? We're going to leave it there this week. Join Mike and I next week as we go further down the rabbit hole of driving songs. Be sure to check out Stuff and Waffle on Twitter and Instagram, and feel free to email stuffandwaffle@gmail.com.